warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day to everybody who watched this presentation. We move to the part of speech which is noun. Previously, we have talked about articles and determinants. Right, the content of our presentation today we are going to discuss about first common and proper noun, then followed by abstract versus concrete noun, singular and plural, and last but not least is countable versus uncountable nouns. When we talk about common and proper noun, common noun, all right, proper noun are the names of people, specific name of people, places, thing, or ideas, and they are always written in a capitalization. All right, common nouns are the general name for person, place, thing, or ideas. For example, common noun is girl, but proper maybe the name, the specific name like Jennifer or Mary, and so on. Alright, this is actually the example of common and proper. Common is like person, like friend, right? Proper noun maybe a Melanie because of the name of people or friend. Alright, place maybe a country is common noun, but when we talk about country in specific, maybe you can talk about Australia, Malaysia, India, and so on. Right? Thing, television, common noun. Maybe the brand of the television, which is Sony, maybe Panasonic, and so on. All right, idea, the common noun is happiness. All right, maybe the specific idea you can talk about is maybe a Vision 2020 that was created by our Tun Dr. Mahathir. Basically, it's an abstract idea, but it's actually specific, proper noun. The next type of noun, which is concrete and abstract. Concrete is something we can see or we can touch, we can listen, and so on. But abstract, we cannot see tangibly, but it exists. Okay, for example, the idea of Vision 2020 is actually idea, it's very abstract. Okay, but concrete you can refer to something like, for example, building, all right, a car, a bicycle, key, people, and so on. So this is actually the differences between concrete and abstract. Before, concrete can be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched by using five senses of a human. For example, rainbow, dogs, cats, houses, leaves, thunder, and many more. Okay, anything you can see, heard, smell, taste, or touch, we can categorize as concrete noun. Abstract noun is very abstract. Okay, we cannot see tangibly. Okay, usually we're referring to feeling like happiness, ideas like freedom, qualities or characteristics like beauty, humor, greed, bravery. All right, usually we cannot see directly the thing, but the thing is exists, so we categorize as abstract noun. Okay, moving on to the most important part in the nouns, which is singular versus plural. Singular means single thing, plural means more than one thing. Usually we add s for the noun that categorized as plural. For example, one pen is singular. Two pens, you add s for the pens, so we say two pens. Okay, one pen, two pens. One bulb, two bulbs. Okay, one lesson, two lessons. Okay, two or more we use, usually we just simply add s to show that the word is plural or the noun is a plural. This of noun which is end with s, sh, or tch, or x, or o, we usually add es for that. For example, one bus, because bus end with s, so when we make it plural, it will become two buses or three buses. Okay, one brush, two brushes, one kiss, two kisses, one notch, two notches. All right, one box, two boxes, one tomato, two tomatoes. All right, we simply add es. Okay, it is different from a previous one. We just add s for certain situation. For this kind of situation, all right, we have to add es. English word is actually borrowed from a foreign word. Okay, for example, kimono, piano, soprano. All right. If this word, we use in English, usually we should add as only. Okay. For example, 1 kilo, 2 kilos. All right. One kimono, 2 kimonos. Okay. One photo, 2 photos. All right. One piano, 2 pianos. One soprano, 2 sopranos. All right. If you refer to the previous slide, it's if English word we add es for this word who end with o, but for foreign word is actually borrowed from foreign and used in English, we just simply add s. Okay, this is actually example of this situation. Happen if the word end with y. Okay, for example, story, country, or baby. All right, you have to replace y with ies. All right, so one story, 2 stories, one country, 2 countries, one baby, 2 babies. All right, but not every end with I you must replace with ies. In certain situation like one boy, we just simply add sorry, 2 boys. You don't replace with like one boy, 2 boys. No, but 2 boys. All right. So you have to look. This is actually very complicated because in some situation you have to add as, sorry, what ies, and situation you just simply add as, right? To make it plural for nouns like wife, life, knife, and half, where most of them end with f or fe. Okay, we have to replace with ve. For example, one wife, 2 wives. Okay, one life, 2 lives. One knife, 2 knives. One half, 2 halves. All right. So basically, this is actually when we talk about ELF is actually singular, and VES show that this word is actually plural. Okay, like for example, myself is one. Okay, and themselves is actually more than one. Considered always plural. Okay, because it actually pair. For example, trousers, we don't have trouser. Okay, we usually call trousers, and it's actually singular. Or glasses mean one glass. All right, well, even though it has s, but it's actually singular, but what it seemed like it is plural. So glasses, Caesar, Caesars, when the thing has two. Okay, for example, Caesar, you cannot say Caesar but scissors, or glass, you should say glasses. Okay, or spectacles. All right, trousers, and many more. Get confused with the collective noun. Okay, for example, like crew, family, team, staff, and so on. Basically, we treat these noun as a singular. Mean like family means one family. All right. So as singular, if the people are treated as one unit, like our team is working, we don't say our team are working, because of team is considered as singular. But then in certain situations, we also can treat this collective noun as a plural if the people are treated as individual. For example, our team are getting drunk in the pub down the road, okay, and so on. It depends to the context of how do you use the collective noun. But in common usage, basically, collective noun is always treated as a singular. We call it irregular plurals. All right, when the nouns change totally change from the singular form to a plural form. For example, mouse become mice. All right, one mouse, many mice. One tooth, many teeth. All right, one foot, 2 feet, or many feet. One child, many children. One man, many men. One woman, many women. All right. So the spelling and the way you pronounce it, of course, is different. Okay, so this actually we call irregular plural. There are many form and many complication that we have to deal when we want to change from singular plural. Okay, there are too many formula you have to follow. So the easiest way, to to know the plural form of certain word, all right, you can actually find from the dictionary and you find PL, mean plural, as an abbreviation. And one now, because of you have internet, you can just Google, just type plural form of what? For example, plural form of cactus, right, in the online dictionary or in the Google. So it will come up like this. All right, say it will actually mention about plural of cactus, which is whether you can use cacti, all right, or cactuses as the plural form of cactus. Okay, even though we have a formula, it's very hard because sometimes it don't follow the formula. So it depends. So you just find it from the dictionary or online dictionary. Right, the next category of noun we're talking about countable and uncountable. Countable means you can count, and uncountable is very possible for you to count. For example, rice. Okay, it's very hard because rice is very small, so we consider rice as an uncountable noun because it's impossible for us to count this rice. Okay, so I eat rice every day. I like rice, so rice is actually uncountable noun. Think we cannot count. It's all very impossible for us to count. And usually for uncountable now we don't put s to show is whether it's a singular plural because it's only has only one form. All right, we cannot say like two rices or three rices or many rices. We just say one rice, or you want, if you want to quantify, you can say, for example, two bowls of rice or two packets of rice. We don't say two rices or three rices. All right, this is actually the rules when you use uncountable noun. If you want to use with there is or there are, for example, there is some meat or there is some cheese in the fridge, right? We always use with a singular form is, all right? But even though cheese is quite many, but we just say some cheese. We don't say some cheeses in the fridge, all right? But if we want to work with the countable noun like ruler and pencil, we use there are some rulers or there are some pencil on the desk. Negative form of sentence, for usually you use there is not or they are not, all right, and then we use any. So there is not any milk or there is not any coffee. We don't say there is not any milks or coffees in the shop. All right, so we use plural, sorry, singular form, which is not. If you want to use with countable, we usually use with a plural form, which is, for example, there are not any watches or there are not any dishes on display. You can count if the noun has more than one, we should categorize it as a plural. Therefore, we have to use plural form, which is are not. So this is a conclusion of my presentation of this topic. Okay, we have learned about 5 type of noun. We have learned about proper noun, common noun, abstract, countable, and uncountable, together with singular and plural. All right, proper noun you must write in a capital letter. For example, William Shakespeare was a playwright. Okay, why W and S for William Shakespeare is written in capitalization? Because of it's a specific name for people, right? Everyone dislike Monday. Monday is written with M is written in with the capital letter because M is a specific day, so you must write in a capital letter when you use proper noun. All right, common noun is very general. You can refer to thing, people, places, or thing, anything. All right, in general, for example, boys, cricket, neighborhood, phone, and coffee. Okay, you can actually use with not in the capital letter. All right. The third type of noun is actually abstract noun, something that you cannot see or touch or smell or hear or taste, but it exists. Okay, you maybe can feel it. All right, for example, delight, bravery. Okay, the thing is exists, but you cannot use your 5 senses to see it. All right, and then we have a countable and uncountable noun. Okay, for countable noun, we have two basically. We have singular and plural. Okay, usually plural you can simply add s or any form of plural. Okay, the best thing is you can refer to dictionary or online dictionary to know the plural form of the nouns. All right, and for uncountable noun, it has only one form, which is actually singular. You cannot add s or any form of plural because of uncountable noun is always treated as a singular. For example, furniture, sugar, honesty. You don't have like one sugar, two sugars, but you can say one sugar, maybe 2 kilos or two packets of sugar, and many more. Okay, guys, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are going to discuss further during the live session.